Welcome back to another episode of the Caribbean Motorsport podcast. I'm your host, Jason Downey, and welcome to 2020. So this is the first episode for this year, and those of you not in podcast land can see I'm not in the Caribbean. I'm actually in Sweden, and this is the second round of the World Rally Championship, and it's my first ever time getting to watch a WRC round. Alright, this is a shakedown stage. It's Scala, and I'm cold, but there's still no snow. Oh well, I'm having a good time. There's nothing like hearing the sound of these WRC cars just reverberating through the forest for the first time. Awesome. I got interviewed on Swedish TV while I was here. That was cool. Reporting now from Special Stage 1, which is actually now Shakedown number 2 in Karlstad. A little bit disappointed, to be honest. There's no longer any side-by-side, and spectators are very, very far removed from actually what's going on, so you really can't see much. And yeah, barely saw that car in the background. And everybody's flat, you really can't see anything. Yeah, a little bit disappointed. There is, again, no snow. The ground is just completely gravel. It's a horse trotting track. Yeah, so looking forward to tomorrow, where we pick up the action at a new stage. Can't remember the name right now, but I'll get back.
3, 2, 1, start! Här har vi Terrin vill iväg och från farten. Svänger man på för det. Ska vi se. Och du räknar upp så många saker och grejer och sånt där. Vi ska ju komma ihåg en sak. Vi talar om ålder förut. Han är alltså 31 år gammal, den här killen. Och har gjort allt det där redan. Vi ser just att det gäller att börja i tid. Och det är precis det de här finländarna gör med sina mentorer och allt vad de har. Bra program måste jag säga.
Och sen är det klart, de här som är uppväxta i rallyfamiljer, det är ju ganska många av de här även längre bak i ledet här som berättar om en pappa som körde rally eller så liksom. Och vi har ju Oliver Solberg som säger att han har kört i 11 år. Oliver kommer här om en stund. Han har kört i 11 år, han är bara 18.
Ja, exakt. Här kommer då här efter en crosskart. Då såg jag också något sånt liknande att han hade åkt i 7-8 år eller vad det var. Och så tittade jag på vilken ålder han hade just då och tänkte jag med så fel, men det var det. Men jag måste säga en sak när vi har nu vill här ute. Det är faktiskt att om han vinner helgens tävling, då kommer han att skänka 10 000 euro till funktionärerna som hjälper till på svenska rally. Exakt hur det går till, det vet jag inte. Men det är så att han gör det. Minst 2 000 euro kommer han att dela ut i alla fall. Men vinner han, då kommer de att dela på 10 000 euro. Sen hur det fördelas, det vet jag inte.
Du var ju snabbast förra året på den här sträckan då när det var den första specialsträckan. Tog alltså ledningen förra året här på SS1. Målgång nu för Tirini. Han är ju här att där 3-4 plats någonstans.
Good morning. So I'm at SS3 Finnskogen. There is snow, but it's all in that lake. So still no snow. But yeah, this is the first stage in Anger. This is going to be a lot of fun. Everywhere is full. Very full. Lots of chaos for parking. And a fairly long walk to get in here, but it's cool.
Som har ställt till där ute, och den skulle vara roligt att prata med efteråt om kylskåpet.
Vi har ju haft sådana fall där man ute på
Something a Caribbean person doesn't have to deal with is your electronics die in the freaking cold. It's quite annoying. While I was out in these stages, my phone just kept dying. It would go from 50% battery straight to 0, done until I've charged it. So I missed a lot of opportunities, a lot of footage I was planning to take. I did get some stuff on the GoPro, so you might see some of that. But the service park is where I really wanted to go and get some proper pictures taken, and that just didn't happen. Good morning from Rally Sweden 2020, day 3, special stage 7, Nickelvatnja. I found snow, people. We have snow. And I got recognized by some people who saw me on TV last night, so I'm a bit of a celebrity thanks to the hat. The roads are very icy, very, very icy indeed. It's a stark change from the last couple of days where it was just strictly gravel. I nearly popped my ass a good few times trying to walk in here, by the way, 2 kilometers of walk. So people in the Caribbean really can't complain about walking to get to stages. Right, so yeah, today should be a good day. We're about to make a fire, have some rum, and share out some rum. Maybe I'll swap some rum with some people for vodka. Should be a good day. Listen. Still going. Flat out 6 gear limiter. Still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. Wow. Okay. I've just traded some rum for some Finnish shit. Peppermint liquor. Pinto.
Jag tycker rom av det var fantastiskt god.
Mouthwash. It's like mouthwash. I could do it. Oh, one more.
Much better. I promise you. We're gonna load this one.
Stop.
No.
Yes.
It's very good.
What is that?
That's Gayod. It's
Pomegranate.
kind of apple.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very good.
But my mouth still tastes like mouthwash.
Yeah, so you don't need to brush your teeth. But then you pick this one and you have to brush your teeth.
Or I can have another.
Yeah, of course.
Ah. The first one was mouthwash. This is cough syrup.
You have to taste your room.
Okay, yeah. This is cough syrup.
Yeah.
Or like Jägermeister.
Yeah, but much better.
Better than Jägermeister. Yeah.
Take.
Have some rum. Have some rum.
Yeah, we had one this plastic bottle.
Yeah.
It was bigger with white room.
No,
From Barbados.
no,
Yeah, we
no,
had
no.
this. Yeah, but we had this last time we was in there.
We were there 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now Jason is here.
White rum is like
Yeah, it
surgical
was this.
alcohol.
Yeah, it was called gay room.
Mount Gay. Same thing.
Maybe, but
White. Yeah.
a big bottle.
Yeah.
Plastic bottle.
Uh-huh.
Jag trodde inte öl någon skulle bil.
Yeah, I want to
Nice.
taste it too.
All right, we have reached end of Special Stage 7. I just wanted to show you kind of what the roads look like here. So it's gravel. It's very hard. A lot of ice underneath, but not really a lot of snow on the top. This is just on the straight, so I imagine it's a lot worse in corners, but the surface is very, very hard. Some of the drivers this morning were saying that the gravel is softer than yesterday, but this thing is really, it's like chewed up asphalt. It's that hard. But the amount of speed that these guys were getting was absolutely phenomenal, and you can really see the difference in speed between the R5s and the WRCs. So that's Rally Sweden 2020 done and dusted for me. One of my bucket list items in life, so mission accomplished. So a major question was, should the rally have come off at all? We have had very warm weather here in Sweden, unseasonably so. Normally temperatures are hovering around the negative teens, negative 20s, but so far it's been positive single digits. And even at night you may get down to a negative, maybe. And what does this mean? So for the roads in Sweden to be used for the rally, you need ice. Not necessarily snow, but you need ice. So the rain will fall, or the snow will fall, and then it will go down into the gravel, and then overnight it will freeze. And it's that freezing that creates this really, really, I can't really describe it, but it's a really hard layer of gravel. The gravel becomes almost very hard, like tarmac. So without the snow falling, you can't really have ice. What the organizers have been doing is sending out like water trucks. So they've been watering the stages, which is a bit amusing to hear. So you water the stages during the day, and then you hope for freezing temperatures at night. And that has worked in some places. So the Rally Sweden is not as pretty with all of the snow. It looks kind of more like Finland. But the watering did help. You do have that ice base for the studs to bite into. How long does that last is anybody's guess. But the organizers have tried their best to make it happen. And hats off to Glenn Olsen and his team for making it happen. Because I know if it didn't happen, you'd have some very upset sponsors, you'd have very upset a WRC promoter because you don't have an event. You know, money was already spent for testing, there's logistics happening behind the scenes, all the stage prep, all of the promotion, everything. That's all money that'll be down the drain for no reason. If you do have it, then it means that you have to pay to repair the people's roads when you're done. So either way, I think there was going to be a financial hit for the organizers. But I think in the long run, it seems to have paid off. The drivers managed to get their full slate of points that they were allowed to get. So I think all in all, you know, everybody was good. Now let's talk about tires. So why can't they just declare this a gravel rally and use gravel tires? I've actually been walking out on these stages, and this is before and after the cars have passed by, and there is no way that gravel tires can be used on these stages. Luckily, there have been some ice on the stages, which is what everybody is hoping for. And it's not just the ice on the surface, but it's the ice that has permeated through the surface down into the core of the gravel. So this gravel, again, it's not gravel as we know it. It is some solid stuff. Really, really hard. And you can tell, you can actually see the individual stud marks from the individual studs that the cars have driven on it. It is that hard. If you had a gravel tire, you would just be spinning all over the place. Because not only is it about traction in the corners, but it's also about the forward momentum. And without the spikes, even on this type of, where there wasn't really much ice, you still need the spikes to dig in through that thin layer of soft gravel into the hard gravel below and really accelerate you out. So definitely can't do that on gravel tires. Also, besides that, I mean, it is listed as a winter rally, and the ASRs say that. And when you're entering the event, the tire options that you have are simply one option, which is an ice tire. You might have a choice between Pirelli or Michelin, but the only tire you're allowed is an ice type of tire. So that is it. It had to run like that. There is no way that you could have just all of a sudden, oh, we're going to make it a gravel rally, let's change everything. No, does not work like that. So another question that I had is, why have the rally where it is? Can you not just move it and take it somewhere more north where there is, you know, snow and colder temperatures? The rally was sponsored by the county of Värmland, which is where the rally is held. In essence, it's the people of Värmland who have sponsored the rally. It is not in the past where it was, you know, some giant oil company or something like that. It's the government who wants the rally here, so they've sponsored it. So it has to be here. So under all costs, the rally has to be held here, and it has to be held now. The opening stage in Karlstad, you had Prince Carl Philip of Sweden. He's also a motorsport junkie. So he actually sat alongside Sebastian Ogier in the, let's call it a shakedown stage. It was supposed to be stage one, but it was a shakedown stage. So it just goes to show you too that there is weight behind the rally in terms of the government and let's say royalty. So it had to be done. Now, whether it's going to be done here again next year, I don't know. It is on the calendar as Sweden. WRC Sweden, so it is going to come off next year, but you know, we'll have to see what happens. Also, I will never forget how this rally started. I was at Oslo airport waiting for my luggage, and there's Thierry Neuville, so fanboyed out a little bit. Got to talk to him, standard selfie. So yeah, it started proper excited to be here. So the rally is over. I'm just gonna hang around here a few days, catch up with some friends, and do some non-rally things. For example, Saturday night's dinner, reindeer. So yes, I chow down on Rudolph. So no Santa for anybody this year. And last night's dinner was moose. And I really liked the moose. I couldn't tell the difference. It tasted exactly like roast beef. So I didn't quite know what to expect. Some people told me that it tastes like how a reindeer or a moose smells when it's out in the forest or something. But yeah. So I've had my exotic food. I've had my rallying bucket list item checked. And looking forward to bucket list item number 2, which is driving in Rally Barbados. So thanks for joining me here in Sweden. Thanks for listening on the podcast. And what I'm going to be doing is this is going to be put on YouTube as well, because there's going to be some nice footage, some pictures, which obviously doesn't make sense on a podcast. So I'm going to put a link in the description to the video and you can go and have a look at it. So thanks for tuning into the Caribbean Motorsport podcast. I have been your host, Jason Downey. I am here in Sweden. Thank you so much for joining me again. Until next time, bye.